The comment that fans are imagining from Maurice Sam to Pearl Watts has the kind of emotional message that could instantly melt hearts, especially because the words focus on appreciation, loyalty, encouragement, and the special place Pearl holds in his life, with the central message being that she is a bright light in his life and someone he is deeply proud of, and that kind of statement would naturally make a person feel valued, respected, and completely at home with someone who speaks about them that way. The imagined comment begins with a simple but powerful expression of appreciation, making it clear that Pearl is not just another person in his life, but someone whose presence brings light, peace, and happiness, and as fans read through the message, the emotional weight becomes even stronger, because it suggests that Maurice sees the good qualities in Pearl and wants her to understand that her efforts have not gone unnoticed. He would be telling her that she has been a bright light in his life, someone who continues to bring positive energy even when circumstances become difficult, and that he is always proud of the woman she is becoming, and this is exactly the kind of message that can make a person stop scrolling and read every single word carefully. The imagined words also carry a strong sense of reassurance, because instead of simply complimenting Pearl's appearance or praising something she accomplished, the message focuses on who she is as a person and the impact she has on someone's life, and that makes the entire situation feel much deeper. He would be reminding her that her kindness, strength, patience, and ability to stand beside the people she cares about are qualities that deserve to be appreciated, and that she should never doubt how much her presence means. The most touching part comes when the message suggests that he would never leave her side, because those words carry the feeling of commitment and emotional security, the kind of reassurance that can make someone feel protected and understood without needing a long explanation. For Pearl, a message like that would feel less like an ordinary social media comment and more like a personal reminder that someone sees her, appreciates her, and genuinely wants her to keep shining. That is why fans would likely describe such a message as one that makes Pearl feel at home in his hands, because the emotional meaning behind the words creates an atmosphere of comfort rather than pressure. Instead of making the moment about public attention, the imagined message puts Pearl at the center and tells her that she deserves to be celebrated for the person she is. It would also explain why people following their interactions could become emotional after reading such words, because there is something powerful about seeing someone openly acknowledge the person who has been a source of encouragement in their life. The message would continue by reminding Pearl that she deserves beautiful things, that her dreams matter, and that she should continue moving forward without allowing outside opinions to make her question her worth. This kind of encouragement can be especially meaningful because public figures constantly deal with comments, opinions, and rumors, but a supportive message from someone close to them can create a completely different feeling. In this fan-style scenario, Maurice's words would essentially be saying that no matter what people say, Pearl should remember that she is appreciated and that her presence has meaning. Another emotional part of the imagined message would be the expression of pride, because saying that you are proud of someone carries a completely different weight from simply saying that they are beautiful or talented. It suggests that you have watched their journey, noticed their effort, and respect the person they have become. For Pearl, hearing that from someone she cares about could naturally bring a huge smile to her face and make her feel emotionally secure. The comment would also become memorable because of its simplicity. Sometimes the words that touch the heart most are not complicated declarations, but straightforward reminders that someone matters. Saying that Pearl is a bright light, saying that he is proud of her, and promising that he will always stand beside her would be enough to create a powerful emotional moment. Fans would likely go through the comment repeatedly, trying to understand the meaning behind every sentence and wondering what could have inspired such heartfelt words. Some would describe it as one of those moments where the message feels bigger than the post itself, because the words appear to communicate appreciation that goes beyond what people normally expect to see in a public comment. The rumors surrounding their interactions could make fans even more interested, but the real focus of this imagined message remains the emotional appreciation between two people who share a meaningful connection in the eyes of their supporters. What makes the scenario particularly touching is the idea that Pearl would not simply read the words and move on, but would actually feel reassured by them. She could look at the message and feel that she has someone who recognizes her efforts and believes in her. That feeling of being emotionally safe is what makes the phrase about feeling at home in his hands so powerful. It does not have to mean anything complicated. It represents the comfort of knowing that someone is willing to stand beside you and remind you that you matter. The imagined comment would therefore become more than just a few lines underneath a social media post. It would become a public expression of gratitude, encouragement, and loyalty, with every sentence designed to make Pearl feel appreciated. And if Maurice were to publicly express such sentiments, fans would naturally have plenty to say because people love seeing moments where their favorite personalities show genuine appreciation for one another. The rumors would continue to attract attention, but the emotional message itself would remain the biggest talking point because of how warm and reassuring it sounds. Ultimately, the imagined message paints a picture of Maurice telling Pearl that she is a bright light, that he is proud of her, that her presence matters, and that he would continue standing beside her through different stages of life.